This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and it is Friday evening, March 21st. Let me put my phone, I was always a little jiggle here at the start. Let me put my phone up on my clamp. I used to be able to do this, put it on the clamp first, but they changed things, and I can't, if I try to do it before the stream, then it says I need to rotate it. Hi, Jen. Welcome in, Jen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me get over here to my notepad. I have a lot I want to do tonight. Let's see. Let me get into my stream. Out of that stream into my account, and there we go. Hello, 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 hello. There's Terry Cleveland. Hi, Terry. Hi, Elise. Hi, Cody. Welcome in, ladies. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let me set things up while folks are coming in. Let's see, I'll set my chat filter first to all messages. Hi, Amber. Good to see you, Amber. Let me set my quality up from 480 to 1080. Advanced 1080. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. I'm zoomed in a little here. Let me zoom out just a teeny bit. Whoops. How is that? Is that a little better? There we go. Penelope's here. I have several things. We had a blizzard last Wednesday, so I could not come on. This is just extra fabric here, but I do have the cards that I'm working on, and they look something like this. I got one done, this one. And we'll set that aside, the fabric aside for now. I am also working, or have worked on, I'm going to put things that I'm going to use for giveaway in this box, and I see I need to take care of this. I'm going to get my scissors here. I saw them here. Let me. This one must have had some type of soap in it. It's kind of crunched there. I don't know if that's going to, I might have to redo this or paint it or something. It's not good. I got more napkins like this. I can heal that. But like I made these things for these kind of, I'm calling them necklaces, but they're not. They're taken from a Kat Kerr, I believe in Somerset Studio 2021. She did necklaces. I did like kind of little journal dangles. And eventually I'll give these away. However, I'm not going to give any giveaways away until I get what I got promised given away, and I'm way backed up. Way backed up. Jacqueline Lovely's Crafting Lodge had a sale this afternoon. I said I wasn't going to go, but then, you know, Meri, she had to go and poke her head in there, and when she did, that was a disaster. I'm working on my Putz house. I made windows, and I think I'm going to put these on the back. See, they're going to fit in here. But before I do that, I'm going to turn this over, and if I can, get a piece of scratch paper. Let me move this for a minute. We'll come back to this. this is not scratch paper here. Let me find a piece of scratch paper. Bum, diddy, diddy, dum. Well, this is sticker paper. It will work. What I want to do, and this is good, what I want to do is take my, I'll turn it this way. Well, I guess I better go up here. And I'm going to trace, hopefully, with my pencil here, where the windows are. Kind of where they are. Oh, and they're way up high. So I need them down lower. And I just want to cut those out, and then the bottom will come down here. So that when I put this on the inside, like this, I'm going to cut this out and put it in there. And so most of it, let's go ahead and put this in first. All it's going to show is this through the windows here. And of course it goes like that. So I need to be sure I have enough up here, down here, and up there. And I think I do. I think if I cut it here, I might cut it a little long. But let's go ahead and put this in. And I am going to use, I think I'll use some tacky glue to do that. Welcome in, everybody. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Daisy. Welcome. Daisy, are you the person that was in Jacqueline's sale? Welcome, welcome. Daisy Taylor. Good to see you. This is a Putz house. Putz house is P-U-T-Z. P as in Paul, U-T-Z. Are little German houses that were made as decorative elements. Now, I think it was Arlene who shared a link to a lady who made Putz houses, and hers were really small. Mine are kind of tea box size. And this is my third one. And I'm just going to dip my paintbrush in here and glue all up in here. This is going to be an English cottage. This is the roof to it. I got to trim it some more. Oh, I'm gluing the wrong side. Well, we'll just leave that. It won't hurt it. And I'm just using the back of my paintbrush here. I learned about Putz houses from Kimberly, who comes in the morning streams. And she told me last week, she said, Meri, Ryan Hall says you're going to get a blizzard, that it's going to be 71 one day and a blizzard the next day. And sure enough, Ryan Hall and Kimberly were right. Last week was really a crazy week for me. Because I bought compost on Monday, but I wasn't expecting them to deliver it until Tuesday. But the lady said, if you can get out there and get that landscape fabric off, we can deliver it today. Now this is, I'm hoping, well, not all of it's stuck, but I think I have enough stuck that, and what I want to do is slip this right down in here and press down on it. So when you look at it this way, this is the back of the house here. Now I don't want you to look in here and see all the crosses. So what I'm going to do is, let's put my glue back away. Put my pliers away. Yep, Jacqueline had a sale. I have a package from Jacqueline that came today. I told her I would not open it until she came in. And there she is. She says, thank you so much for coming to the sale. What a good way to start the weekend together. Yes. That was a wonderful sale, Jacqueline. Had lots of fun at that sale. Let's see, I want to cut out the windows here. Now I'm hoping, well, I guess I can, I think I need to trim it a bit here. Because see, I want to put it in. Now this part won't, this part will be, I'll probably have to mend that. But see, I want to put it right in here. But I want to cut out the windows. So I don't think it'll hurt if I make a little X in here. And these may not fit exactly. I'm hoping they will, but I'm kind of eyeballing this. We'll cut this one out first. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Yeah, I think you can. So Jacqueline's here. So then after I finish this, I'll open Jacqueline's package that I got. Was it last week? Or the week before, I think. I got it up. No, it's right in here. Where is it? Right there. So it needs to come up a little. It won't be perfect, but I'm not looking for perfection in this case. I probably should have done this before I put it all together, but I was still deciding what I wanted to do. Actually, I think this goes over here like this. So let's cut this a little wider. Does Meri even know what she's doing? I'm kind of winging it. This is the back of the house. No, it has to go this way because the widest part, no, the widest part is up here. So it has to fit there, and where's my pencil? There. I almost have it. There, and this one is off in the middle here. All right, let's see what I have. This doesn't seem right to me. If it's there, this one's too low. No, this must not be. No. I'm going to poke a hole in it and see what I have. It isn't going to matter because most of this won't show. It's just in there to prevent most of the strings to not show. I could probably do the same thing with strips of paper if I had a mind to. I don't know where I made that cut, right there. I definitely should have done this before I folded up the house. This is not something that should be done after the fact. This way. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. Now I can see my finger in there. That's what I want. And then in here, I just want it to be kind of like wallpaper. I might have to trim a little off of the edge. Here. And it doesn't matter if this is, because I can heal this. So let's go ahead and cut this out. And hopefully it's in the right spot. And this is just for me. So I'm not worried that it's not built like an architect would do it. It's more like the first grade art. All right. Now, like this, I think. And I think I have it. Well, over a little. Yeah, just cut a little bit wider. It's not really wider, but it's got to be wider because I messed with it. All right, that's pretty good. You can see my fingers there. Well, if I make that any wider, it's not going to have any space left. But it's got to come, and that has to come a little wider. Well, I'm not going to have any space left here. Maybe it was this way. I should have done this before I folded it up. So I can see my finger in here and in there and pretty much in there. So now what I'm going to do is take this sticker paper off and hopefully I can get it in there with not much having to jiggle around much. You know that's gonna work. Oh, come on. Don't be cruel. I'm gonna put that did not work because I have a second. That did not work because I have a second. This needs to be cut off. I'll have to do something different. I forgot that I had this second layer in there. Let's trim that out. I will have to, let's see, where's my scissors? Let's cut this out. I left it in there thinking that it would secure it more, but it did while I was putting the strings on. Throw that away. I'm still good here, but now I think I can get the top part on there. Maybe this is the best way to do it. Don't go down until I tell you to, you poo. Let's put my hand there. I'm going to have to rip this in half. Not half at a time. That's what I should have done in the first place. Right there. Nope, down a little. It's up too high. Oh. Well, that is not working. I'm going to move on. It's okay. Well, this isn't okay. It's covering up my. This needs to come out. I can't get a hold of it. I'll have to find a different solution for the wallpaper on the inside. I'm not going to wrestle with it anymore tonight. I'm happy that I got the windows on there. I'm happy that I got that far. This I just learned from. You learn as you go from some of this stuff. If I can get this up. Jacqueline's in here, so let's open her Happy Mail. I can save that. Let's get rid of all the scrappies here. I'm pretty happy with the little windows. Now this is the back of the house. And the roof will come down way down on the back. I'm going to have to really trim this off, because otherwise it's going to be way down. You aren't going to be able to see my windows. So let's do that. I'm going to trim it to the, That's the long side. I'm going to trim it to here. And I'm just going to hold on to this. This is the thatched roof English cottage, and this is the thatched roof here. I'm trimming off the thatching. As much as I can. And this was fringe on some duvet cover, I think. And I tore it all off. I tore it all off. Washed it good. It washed up real nice. I was afraid that it was all going to clump up on me, but it didn't. You don't want me to cut your bangs? If you want any, if you want them nice and cool, unless you want shaggy hair. I do cut my own bangs though, but it's different than this. My own bangs aren't this thick and clumpy. All right. I'm pretty happy with that. Maybe a couple little spots in there that need trimmed. That's a tab. I can always go back and trim. And let's do the front too. Yeah, Meri's messing here. Welcome in if I haven't greeted you yet. Thank you for spending a part of your Friday evening with me. I have lots to do. I was going to come on Wednesday morning, but I woke up and I couldn't even see out the window. It was so bad, the blizzard. And I guess we didn't have electricity all day Wednesday, and I think it came on a little after 1 on Thursday. And boy, did it get cold Wednesday night. It got cold. I think I had 3 or 4 blankets on. And I was just about ready to say, well, I suggested a couple times on Thursday, I said, we need to go get a hot meal because I didn't eat hardly anything on Wednesday. And I grabbed a piece of bread, a bagel. I didn't like the bagel. It was getting old on Thursday morning, and yuck. All right, let's get all this off my desk. Slipping the paper underneath of the glass top here and just pushing all the fringe off on it. Just like that. And it's going to go in the trash because I'm not going to try to even save it. Okay. So this is the back. And the back of it is longer than the front. That's how it looked in the picture that I was looking at. So it's going to come like this. Oh, I'm going to like this. Now it's got tabs here. I'm not going to put the roof on right now. I'm just showing you. It's going to look something like that. I'm going to have some little flower boxes here. I might have to cut and or sand in there to get a little flower box on there. I'm not sure if I can, if I even want to fool with it. If I can cut that. When this dries, it's like cement. I don't know if I can get it the curved out, but it doesn't matter because the little flowers will come up over that. And I'm just going to put little flower boxes on there, and the roof will come down like that. And then on this side over here, I have a chimney, and I'm going to have to decide how I'm going to handle this chimney. There's her tabs there, so it's kind of hard to show. And I think I'm going to paint the chimney red. So it's getting there. This is the back. This is the front, and the front will have windows like the back does. I'm not thinking that I'm not going to do thread here. I think I'm just going to draw lines with a marker, paint pen. So we're going to set this aside. Jacqueline's package that I got last week was actually from a couple weeks ago. Let's see. Let me just set this behind me. Let's open that next. Let me set this behind me. Oh, I'm loving it. When I look at it from a distance, I'm loving what's happening to it. All right. And I have some more here to... Jacqueline Lovely's Crafting Lodge. Let me look at chat here. Hi, Vale. Let me refresh my chat. Chat filter. Top messages. Chat filter. All messages. Hi, Legia. Welcome in. No electricity. Oh, man. Yeah, that was on Wednesday. You have electricity, don't you, Legia? Thank you, Vale. Joyce is here. Hi, Joyce Boring. Welcome in. Vale says hello to everybody. You love watching Happy Mail videos. Well, look what I got. It's what I've been waiting for. Hello, this is what you've been waiting for. This is what you've been waiting for. Friends make everything better, don't they? They do, don't they, Jacqueline? Thank you, Amber. We appreciate. Jacqueline always says that a thumbs up is the best compliment that you can give. And I agree. So thank you for all your compliments. Thank you, guys. I can't see the hands up, so I see them afterwards. I don't see them in my chat. All right, let's see. Jacqueline says, friends make everything better. Leslie Legia says, makes my Friday commute a lot better. Yeah, that was a fun one. Thank you so much for coming to the sale. What a good way to spend the weekend together. Am I missing anybody else? Goldie's here. Hi, Goldie. Goldie and Lori Beth, I do have your law books. I need to get out. I couldn't get out and I still can't get out because my car is parked on the north side of the house. In order to get to the street, I have to drive across our yard. and it's kind of mushy out there today. So if my brother decides to go to town, I need to stop at the Dollar Tree and get a box to fit those law books to send to you guys. And I think Melody wanted one, and Vale wanted just the cover. And who else am I missing? Am I missing somebody else? I was going to send just the spine to Teresa. I don't know if anybody else asked for one. If you want a law book, let me know. Scroll down on my post tab and you'll see where they are. I've got a whole, almost have a whole, I got to go out in the back seat of my van and I'm going to tear them apart. I'm going to tear apart the ones that I'm keeping because I can't keep all that stuff. I'm after the covers and maybe some of the pages. So just let me know. You can message me on Facebook or email me here or just post underneath. I'll check that tab again. I think I got 2 or 3 posts about the law books if you're interested, because I have plenty. So don't hesitate. I'll send a media mail, especially if you want the entire book. But if you just want the cover of them, I will deconstruct it for you so the cost won't be so much. Legia's going to look for a bit because she just got home. She says, well, I finished eating dinner. Legia was so interested in Jacqueline's sale that she missed her bus stop, her train stop. Amber says, I'm the same way. I can't go to a sale and not buying. Yeah. If I'm going to a sale, I end up buying stuff. And I told Jacqueline I probably wouldn't come this week because, well, see what I have here? But I couldn't resist. And speaking of sales, hi, Jamie. Welcome in, Jamie. I see you. Hi, Elise. And Terry Cleveland. I think I'm up to the top. Amber's here, and Goldie and Kitty Jen. I'm up to the top of chat. Isn't that cool packaging? I lost my train of thought. No hurries on the books, Mary. Okay. Well, I need to get some boxes, you know, smaller. I got big boxes, but I'm not going to send a big box to you. All right, let's see what I got here. Let's see what's in this package. I missed one sale because I wasn't feeling that great, and but I went the next week, and I think there's some freebie stuff if I understand right of the sale I missed, but we'll see what's in here. I don't know. This is what I've been waiting for, and I'm just going to pull everything out. There's a seed kit. Ooh. And look, she put it in a big package for me. Thank you. That's so cool. That is so cool, because then I can... Let's look at the seed kit first. Ooh, cool. Let me just set this down while we're looking at this. A seed kit. This is perfect for spring. Let's see what's in here. I think she taped it together here. Yes. I'm not sure if I'm opening this correctly. I think it opens, but I don't want to spoil the seed kit. Can I pull on that? Oh, let's try it down here. Aha! Aha! I saved it. Seed kit. We'll just move it down. No, let's move it to one side here. What's in the seed kit? Oh, it opens like this. I might have to retape this if I want to use it as a box. Ooh, let's pull it out. Let's pull it out. We have a stitched, it's the back of a ready to paint. It's the back of a paint chip, you guys. Isn't that cool? I remember she did these. She stitched on. These were really popular. Her paint chips that she stitched on. And here is an embossed, another paint chip here. 3 of them. They're embossed paint chips, and then she stitched on them. How cool. And here is a guest check. And this has got stitching on it. And another guest check with stitching on it. And a notepad with stitching. And I've got some old seed packets, and I'll have more from this spring that are going to go in here. Here's a little, like a stitched piece here. I think it's all, is it all stitched down, or does it open up? I think it's all stitched down. And a notepad. Ooh, poppies. I love poppies. You guys, I was home the day that my father passed away at home. He had a bad heart, and he passed away at home. And the day he passed away, the poppies bloomed. May the 3rd, I think. We had poppies. My parents' house kind of sat on top of a hill, and it had the bottom of the hill kind of slanted down this way, and then there was about a block that was just farmland, and then down this way to the south was the Little Blue River. And it was right along the Oregon Trail. We had Oregon Trail riders who would come up our backyard on their horses. But the day my father passed away, every time I see poppies, I think of my father. And here's a napkin, beautiful napkin, and another, oh, this is beautiful. I've got a hangnail there. Let me snip that hangnail off. It's bugging me. Is this a napkin? Oh, that's beautiful. Is that like a dinner napkin with gold? Can't open it up here. Yeah, it's like a dinner napkin with gold trim around it. Ooh, how would you like to go to a luncheon where you had that? That's beautiful. And some papers. And this is like a postcard. Oh, look, it's a sheep. Oh, I love that. It's like a postcard. You can send it. Oh, I like that. And here's like a flowers out of a, looks like out of a book. Flowers, and she stitched along in the, did you stitch? No, it's just torn. And here's another page here, an entire page. So this will probably be a little spring journal. Some more pages here. A couple more of the same there. Oh, there's a lot in here. Some beautiful spring flowers. And another one. And some beautiful lace. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, that's pretty. Pretty lace. Now, this isn't your dye-in, is it? Is this the way you purchased it, or is this... I don't think you dyed this. It doesn't matter. It's pretty. It's that light blue that I didn't get tonight. Some index cards with stamping on it. How cool. Oh, this will make a nice little spring journal. I'll have to leave this out, so I'll be sure and work on it. Little clip there. And here's a seed packet. And it's a little signature type seed packet. And here's a larger one here for like the journal. So yeah, this will become a, and this is the right size too. This will become a journal in here. Very, very cool, Legia. I have Legia on the brain. Jacqueline. Very nice. I'm going to put all this back in just like so. I love these paint chips. They went fast. Everybody was wanting those stitched and embossed paint chips. We'll have to do that again. All right, it goes like this, and like this. And I'm just going to take some painter's tape and close this up. Jacqueline, this was a fun kit. I'll probably leave it out so that I can work on it before Christmas. And if you're wondering where the shamrocks are, they're all done. I just haven't got them mailed. We had a blizzard. All right, I'm just going to put that there, and I'm going to leave this out so that I have it to work on where I'm going to put it. All right, now let's go for the other packet, which is stuffed. It's stuffed. Where's the opening? Openings down here. See, I've got a thank you. You can't see it. There's one of these thank you tabs right here. So I kind of know where the opening is because she put the tab there. But these, I like to save them if I can, but I wasn't able to save that other one. Ah, got it. Got it. Now, if I can just get in, I have to say these envelopes are strong. Am I opening it right? I think I am. I just don't have a good hold on it. There we go. They got a nice strong bond on them. And it's a big one. So it opens that way. Now I'm just going to take this and I'm going to fold it in on itself so that it won't bug me anymore. It'll probably bug me anyway, but because it's not straight. There we go. That's pretty good. That's good enough. And since we're at the bottom here, let's start at the bottom. I remember I got this leprechaun book. She said, "Are you sure you want the whole thing, Mary?" I said, I'm sure. Let's pull it out and look at it. It's a leprechaun book, and I think there were some pages that went with it. I think she might have put it. Yeah, I bought some pages, and it got the cover with it, too. Bree, isn't he cute? Isn't he cute? Oh, it was a Barnes & Noble book. Let's just tear the label off. We don't want that. Well, I'll come back to that. He's cute. Neil McNamara, Niall, N-I-A-L-L, Neil, is that Neil McNamara and Wayne Anderson, Leprechaun Companion. And here's the book, and there's the inside. Isn't that cool? And so here, let me get my scissors out of the way. A true Teffa. Oh, look at them. Aren't they cute? Ooh, look at that old long pointy nose. Oh my goodness. Oh my. And then there's another guy down in here. Can you see this? Yeah, you can kind of see him. And there's a lot of text in here, but there's a lot of... Now, I have to say, this guy really isn't that bad looking. Oh, I'm going to have fun with this book. Here he's stoking the fire. I wonder if gnomes knew leprechauns over in Ireland. Irish gnomes? Because they're little creatures. There's the bibliography there. And this is looks like the fairies. Wait a minute, I got a piece of tape on my finger there. Fairies. Chapter 4, fairies. And here's the, I think I bought these separate, and then this was what she said, are you sure you want all this, Mary? So this goes here, and this is the front of it here. And of course, other people bought pages out of here, so it's not the entire book, but that's okay. This is going to be fun to play with. What is this? Playing the game. Bogart. Playing the game. The board can be found inside both covers of this book. Oh, that's that board. Use whichever board takes your fancy. Coins will do for counters or pawns and a king and queen from chess. Choose one of the alternative opening positions above and set out the pieces. So it's telling you how to. The object of the game is for white. For white is simply for the king to reach one corner square. It doesn't matter how many other white pieces are captured. So the red is the white knight. This is a white pieces, the little squirrel, and the red here is brown pieces. The crown is the white, and the brown is the diamond. So I see a lot of diamonds there. The white, the object is for the white to get to a corner, I think. Wow. What's he doing? He's carrying a big old load of something. Oh, he's playing a harp. They're dancing. Ah, this is a cute book. It's a cute book. Oh, he's writing on a bird. Oh, that's cool. Oh, this is a neat book. I'll have to do something with it. It may not be till next March, but we'll keep that around. Let's go to the rest of the goodies here. In here. We have lace. Yellow lace for my sunshine journal. Yellow lace for the sunshine journal. I need to go through all my packages and put all the yellows together. There's yellow lace. So, looks like Cynthia did something here. Wow, it's huge. Cynthia to Meri. Oh, Cynthia McCoy, are you out there? I'm not sure she's out here. I'll have to write her and thank her. Let me pull that. A free gift. Cynthia to Meri. I think this is. And then there's a free gift in here. Let me open this. I think this is from the night that I wasn't there. Is that right, Jacqueline? Well, I'm going to have to break that label. Did this all come from Cynthia, or is this, because this says free gift. Oh, no, there's Vale to Meri. Oh, thank you, Vale. Oh, I know Vale's out there. It's a book cover. Oh, look. Oh, it's for like a garden. beetroot, an onion, and garlic. Oh, that's cool. And it feels like almost like a flannel. Wow. Thank you, Vale. And did this come from Vale too? It's beautiful. Oh, it'll fit in here too. I'll take some of those pretty papers that you did tonight. Is there 2 pages here? Yeah, there's 2 pages. Beautiful green pages. Thank you, Vale. And so that one came from Vale, and this one came from Cynthia, and this one came from Susie. Oh, Susie, I'll have to thank her probably in the next chat, because I don't think she comes in here much. I know Susie. And Susie to Meri. Let me take these out as reminders. Well, Vale, I thanked in chat, but I think Cynthia and Susie, I'll have to thank. Index cards. Ooh, those are beautiful. I'm gonna keep those out as reminders. And I'm going to put that in there. And then this, Cynthia, what did she do? Oh, this is beautiful. Fabric. And it's embroidered. And it's green. Oh, I'm going to have to take this one out too, and so that I can thank her. Cynthia, Vale, and Susie. Thank you, ladies. I was sniffing it. Hi, Nina. Welcome in, Nina. I think it's called 3 Billy Goats Gruff. Joy said, I was scared as a child what my mom read about the trolls under the bridge. I don't remember the name of the story. Yeah, we had a little bridge that went across the ditch from our yard to the road. And my mother didn't really like us playing on the road. And, you know, we'd play on that bridge and it would scare her. And my sister told a story about the troll that lived underneath the bridge. Let's see, this goes in here. I think that had a separate package, didn't it? Yeah. That was wrapped up in here, I think. Well, actually, I'm going to put this with my slow journaling, because I might use some of this in my slow journaling, because it's the right color. And I'm not even going to fold it up in there. I'll just put it over here. And this is beautiful. I think I'm going to fold this paper, because I like my paper folded like this. And that will give me 8 pages. And with what we ordered tonight, this will make a nice journal right in here. And I'll put those index cards with it. Thank you, Vale, for that. That was so sweet of you. All right, where's the opening here? Thank you so much, Vale. And then in here, some of this I actually bought. In here, some papers. Some of these papers will go in that. This is graph paper. Oh, some of this will go in that. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, isn't that beautiful, you guys? You can't see the whole page, but you can see most of it. From here to here. You can see most of it. Oh, wow. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, look at this. And it's on the back too. Oh. And then there's some lined paper. What color was this? I call it, it's a stormy blue, kind of a blue greenish turquoise paper. Was it turquoise? Mina says, better late than never. Oh, these papers are gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous papers. Jacqueline does an excellent job with her die projects. Let's turn it this way. Maybe you can see more of it. Ah, love, love. Isn't it beautiful, Daisy? Isn't it? I think she was selling some more stencil paper tonight. And then not everybody likes her lined paper, but I do like it. I like it. And it's amazing how notebook paper really does hold up. And you can do different things with it. If you put it this way, if you cut it in half and fold it this way, you get the lines that way. So I do like your lined paper, Jacqueline. So there's lined paper here. And then we're back to some more beautiful stencil paper. Oh, it's pretty. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I'm loving this paper. And then here, I think this is graph paper. Ooh, isn't that pretty? And I think this is this is graph paper here. I think there's 2 sheets. And look at, I think this was probably a stencil. And then this is graph paper. I'm loving this. Loving it. Jacqueline, you did a beautiful stencil paper. Some more of that beautiful, this is what I showed before. I think this is what I showed before. And some music paper with just the lines on it, no notes. You could write on that. And again, if you fold it in half this way, and then again this way, you can make smaller journals, and those lines will be. And look at this beautiful paper. Oh, gorgeous papers. Loving every bit of it, Jacqueline. And then we have some embossed. These went fast. These embossed paint chips. I bought a whole bunch of these for my sunshine journal. They're really they show up brighter on my notepad, but they're kind of a goldy color. Let's see, what color do they call it on here? They don't have the color. But I'm going to use these in my sunshine journal. Oh, there's a dark one in there. Have a little dark day with the sunshine. Here's another dark one over here. A couple more. These went fast. And here's a real pretty light yellow one. Sunshine on my shoulder. Look at, aren't those pretty? And this is kind of a greenish yellow here. Yellow green. And kind of a gray blue violet. I think it's more of a lavender color. Lavender. And lavender. Loving them. Thank you, Jacqueline. I bought a stack of these for my sunshine journal. I'm going to have to go all through Jacqueline's papers and packages that I got from her and pick out things for my sunshine journal. And then I bought this, And I was buying another piece tonight, and then I remembered I'd already purchased this. So I let it go to another person. And this will go in the Sunshine Journal too, probably, because it's kind of a, it's got the I want to say coffee dye, whatever she used to dye it, but it's kind of a light yellow background. That'll go nice and might even be able to slow stitch on that. And here's some little fabric pieces. I think, were these freebies? I can't remember. She asked if I wanted some. I remember her asking. Achoo! Excuse me. Achoo! Excuse me. These are pretty. Those could go in my journal. Those will go in that green, the journal that with Vale's journal cover. I'm going to have to stop a minute here. Excuse me a minute. Pardon moi. While I take care of things here, I need to sanitize my hands anyway. Vale says, lovely yellow. Daisy says, bless you. Thank you, Daisy. Thank you, Amber. Double bless you, Vale said. Thank you. The paint colors are on the front side of the cards. Oh, let me go back and look at those paint colors. Let's see what these... Oh, they are. This is tart orange. Tart orange, but it'll still go in my Sunshine Journal. This is joyful orange. I guess I bought orange. This is Japanese. I can't read the last word. KOI something. And this last one is Bonfire Night. These light yellow ones are Splendor Gold. Splendor Gold and upside down. Acapulco Sun. Acapulco Sun. I remember asking her for those Acapulco ones. Because I thought I missed them. Wait, go back. I want Acapulco, those ones. And here are some big tags that she's dyed. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work here. Can you guys see the stenciling there? Oh. And then the others are not stenciled, but they're still pretty. And then there are some light green ones. And this one has a two-tone. Two-tone. And then I remembered her showing these CD covers. And I thought it would be fun to do something in the center of these. Of course, that's why you get them. They're CD envelopes. Yes, ma'am. So that is my haul from a couple weeks ago, wasn't it, Jacqueline? Because I asked her to hold my invoice until after, was it last week? And I said, please hold my invoice. And boy, it got here fast, didn't it? And then I went and bought more tonight. She had a lot of cheesecloth for sale tonight, and she was giving away free cheesecloth. So if you missed the sale, I think there were some things that didn't sell. I mean, that she had still available. It's sold. It's sold, but she still had some left. So if you go back and watch the replay, check at the end of the sales in the chat, and where it says available, then it's still available. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. I just love everything I get from you. I love it all. Love, love, love. And thank you to Susie, Vale, and Cynthia for the gifties. And I'm going to put this one back in now. This is what you've been waiting for. And I'm probably put that book back in there too, because keep it. Let me grab it here. And I'm going to have to go back through all of Jacqueline's papers and pull out because I've been buying sunshine stuff. I've been buying sunshine from Jacqueline. All right, let me go out and look at chat. Let me get a drink of water. Jacqueline says you have to talk during your lives. You have to talk. Isn't that purple color gorgeous? We'll put Penelope out here. Penelope and the Easter bunnies. The little Easter bunnies I got at the thrift store for Easter. This one I've had. This one is a gilded bunny. Chocolate Easter bunny. Chocolate Easter bunny. Tim Holtz was gilding his Easter bunnies. There. You love the idea of a sunshine journal. Hi, Allie Kay. Welcome in, Allie. Good to see you. Good to see you. Ba, ba, da, 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 ba, ba, ba. I love the idea of a sunshine journal. Jacqueline says, me too. Let me go up. The paint colors are on the front of the cat. Oh, that was Allie who told me that. Vale said, Daisy, I'm so excited for you to finally get it in your hands. Daisy was a newbie to Jacqueline's sale tonight. I hope you enjoyed it, Daisy. I always like Jacqueline's sale. I spend too much money. I spend, you know, oh, you guys, my chainsaw came this week. It's out in the back porch. I'd show it to you. I showed it to my brother. And the tree that I was going to cut down with it, he said, let's leave that tree. And I said, nope, I bought this chainsaw to cut that tree down. He says, okay, you can cut it down. Oh. And I think I'm going to order some raised beds. You can get raised flower beds. You have to be kind of careful. I was kind of comparing them to what Menards had, but I think Menards are a little bit more expensive. And I'm going to get some galvanized ones. And I think I'm going to get, you can get them in a set of 2. I think it's going to cost me about $57, probably plus tax, for a set of 2. So that's what, a little over $25 a piece. Let's see, 2 into 5 goes for about $28 a piece for a raised flower bed. And then you put them together. Probably have to have my brother help me put them together, but I've got plenty of dirt now. I might have to have some real dirt. My brother's going to say, where are you going to get the dirt? I've got compost, but I might have to have some dirt. I might end up buying some dirt for them too. And of course, in the bottom of it, we got plenty of leaves and branches and stuff to put in the bottom. So I think that's going to be my next Amazon purchase. Turquoise. Oh, that color, that beautiful color was turquoise. It's really pretty color. This is where Mina popped in. It's good to see you, Mina. Amber says, my brother and I love the story, but the troll part was scary. Oh, about the 3 Billy Goats Gruff. Billy Goats Gruff. I remember that story, but I mean, I remember it as a child, but I'd have to go back and read the story again. I was scared as a child when Mom read about the trolls under the bridge. I don't remember the name of the story. Joyce was talking about it. Yeah, great snag on that Leprechaun book. That was a fun book. I like the little fairies in the back. Legia said, I peel off the ones she sticks on the plastic envelopes. Yeah, the little stickers. I tried. I tore one of them. Let's see. What a fun box of goodies. Yeah. It's always fun to get packages from Jacqueline's sales. See, Goldie was here, Amber, Vale, Legia, Amber, Goldie, Legia. I'm just making sure I didn't miss saying hello to somebody. Allie K popped in. Legia, Vale. I think I've said hello to most of you, Joyce. Legia, Goldie. Daisy, da 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 da. That's all I know. Daisy, Daisy. I'll bet you're sick of hearing that song, Daisy. Elise was here, popped in at the beginning. All right, let's go down to the bottom. Amber says, I've seen raised beds on Amazon that are like a table. Yeah. Well, these are like, I think they're 6x4. 6x4, and you get 2 of them in a pack for like $57 plus tax, probably. But it's Prime. I have Prime, so I won't have to pay the mailing cost. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get them. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Okay, so another thing I did while it blizzard on Wednesday, during the blizzard, let me find it. And did I put it over here? I did. This was an old glue book that I had. And I have a, hold on, let me pull it out. Believe it or not, I went through this pack of things that I was going to junk journal with. Of course, now I put the text block back in here. So I did get some of it out of there and into here. But I thought this text block was so cool, because look what they did. They took and this is the upright, this is the front of the text. I was glue booking, and when this was inside of here, and when I used it as a glue book, I just tore off the margins on every one, and I still might glue book with this, you know, because I kind of like what I did here. And I'm going to keep this intact, but look what they did here. I didn't do that. They glued a text page, and I'm not even sure if it's on the same book, you know, the same Daughters of the Land book. But I took the block out of here and I put my own in. Now this I'm going to cover up. I don't like him. I called him Snapdragon though. Oh, he's going to get covered up. And this is what I did. All of this was in here. And I took the widest ones. This was a cover that came in the box of my smartphone. You know how it was the inside, you know, how they pack it all up. Well, I made a signature cover for it with it. And then here's the other part of it here, and it's got little windows. And then there's just, I got my addresses on some of these cards, so I need to cover those up. I think these stamped words here were from Nancy Gill. She sent me some stamps, and these are the words. Like this says start, and she sent me the words. She stamped them off. So I have 2 signatures that I bound while I was sitting at the window there. And then I bound them into a piece of fabric. But what I want to do tonight is I'm going to tear out one of these pages here. I'm just going to take one. And these pages are pretty thick, let me tell you. And I'm going to do the same thing. Only I think I'll take 2 of them because I tore the margins off. And I'm going to put it in here instead of putting it, because I already stitched it on too. And then this will just sit there. I will not glue it down. I'll glue these down. But what I want to do tonight is take some pages out. And sorry, Snapdragon, we're going to cover you up. Maybe I'll take some, let's do the double treble here. And let's take some of the painty ones here. I think I have some painty ones. There's a blue one. Yeah. We're going to cover up Snapdragon. Snapdragon, and what else do I have here? I'm going to leave this as a glue book. And I'll probably put another cover on it. Maybe I'll put a soft cover on it. Let's see. I was just using up my images. I think this is a butter. It goes this way. It's a butterfly bug on a flower there. And here she's picking flowers or watering them. I'm not sure what she was doing there, but now she's... these flowers did not go with her originally. And let's see, what else did I do in here? There was a dog. I put red around him. I was just using up my images. Lady there. And this is a transparent art journal page here that I just filled with, looks like a figurine in there. I kind of like this one. It's not rocket science. If you think it looks good, it looks good. I kind of like that. I'm looking for a painting. There's some yellow ones here somewhere in here. I thought I saw yellow. I guess that was it there. I'm looking for something for the back. No buts about it. The thrill of the hunt. That's a thrift store one. Let me hold this up so you can see it. She's at the thrift store, or at a store, and it's the thrill of the hunt. I think she's at a thrift store. I like that one. I don't even remember doing that. I'm going to leave it in there. I'm kind of looking for a good one to put on the back. Some borders that I put in there. Oh, here. Oh, no. Now what? This is kind of a funny glue book. I really don't usually have this much of a sense of humor. I usually don't do whimsical, funny stuff. Oh, dear me. I like this. I think I'll take this one. This is on the back of that other one, or I would take it, but it's on the back of this. I'll take this one. Oh, I guess I won't, because that goes to finding. I might just put a plain one on there and paint it, so I don't see any more colored ones. Well, I'll probably finish doing some glue booking in here. What I have, I kind of like some of this stuff that I did. Well, let's take, see, these are, let's take these and I'll pile them together like that. And what was that other one that was the same way? This one? This one will work. No, that's the no buts one. It looks like I did the edges pretty good. Here, this one maybe. All right. That was fun. We'll have to come back to this. But what I want to do is I'm going to cover up Snapdragon. Poor guy. He's going to get covered up. And then I think I just had this for the, let's put this on the bottom. We'll do this one first. Let's tear this margin off. Oh, there's two of them here. Sorry, Snapdragon, I don't want you in this book. He says, you don't like me because you think I'm ugly. No, let's do it like this. Well, I have to say, you're not the most handsome creature. Well, don't insult him. Okay. And we'll put this over here. And this kind of a bluish one. And yellow over here. Okay. So let's do this first. And then I have little things in here, smaller things that I couldn't use, that I'm going to use on the inside of this. I may not get to it tonight. But I just have so much of this type of stuff that needs to be used. So I'm going to tear this a little straighter. And it is going to go into here. Oh, look. Gonna have to be careful. This paper isn't the best. So, if I remember right, this glue was pretty thick that I used. I think I sprayed water in there. Yeah, let me grab a brush, and I'm going to leave the water on this brush because I know this pink glue is thick. And we are going to do the same thing on the inside spine that they did on the back of that text block. And I got a tear there. But I'm going to cover that up. And this, of course, is going to be a junk journal. Poor Snapdragon. He says, I don't care. I'll be in the background. He says, I'll be out there. Somebody someday will tear this apart and they'll find me. So this is going to, I think I'm going to put it this way. Doesn't really matter. I don't like that paragraph in there though, so I'm going to take this off. Put it up here. Right in there. Oh, Snappy Dragon. go right here. And I'll do something with the edges here. I might leave them rough and let's see how much feathered. Or snapdragon. I just want text over it though. He says, I don't care. You're mistreating me. Actually, before I put that down, I think I'm going to tear the margin off here. And let's tear the margin off of this one. I don't know what I colored these with. It looks like watercolor, but I don't know. I think if it would have been a wet media, the paper would be more warped. And I'm going to tear it. Yeah. Let's use it this way and just tear the end off here. Sit right in there. Now this will have to dry because it's pretty wet. And ooey gooey gluey. And then on this side, I'm going to put this and let me set this brush down. Get some of these scraps off. Out of my way. It's on my finger. And not very many. I think that is the lightest, the darkest that I have. So I'm going to put that up at the top, up here. And let's even it out a little. The paper's old, the book is old. I don't know if I can tell what date that book was. I kind of like it rough like that. Up at the top. Now, this glue may age and yellow over time. Let me get that off of my brush. Wipe it off on the paper in the trash. But even if it does age, it'll just add to the aging in the book, the distress of the book. Come on, get off of there. A little piece of cardboard, a little divot. over my fingers. Because your fingers are sticky. All right. Oops, got one on my finger here. Oops, there's another one here. Come on. Little pieces that I ripped off. Now that one's determined that it's going to stay. All right, let me. Oh, my hands. Some hand sanitizer on my hands. It's going to get covered up anyway. Oh, and this has got the margin on it. I'm going to rip the margin off. It just barely fits. But it fits. And this whole thing will have to dry. And now we're going to put the, now, yeah, another margin up here. And a margin, little margin over here. There's nothing wrong with the margin, it's just white space, but I'm going to straighten this up a little. I don't know how straight I'm getting that. A little better. Getting down to where it's getting thicker again. The glue. I put water in it the last time I used it. I'm trying to use up my glue so I can put it clean. This is school glue that I'm using. After I get it all used up, it's about empty. It's getting there. After I get it all used up, then I'm going to put glue all in it. I got some. Okie dokie, I'm much happier with that. I'm happy with that. Let's put my brush in the water. And take my lid, put it back on my glue pot. Making sure I get it on straight. Put it away. Now I have some text block left here. I'm going to put it in that signature. This is cool. That's why I did that. And I'll probably go in and do more with this because it's pretty much of a text block, and I do have some fun things in there. Now what? I love it. I don't even remember doing it, but all right. Oops, I can't put it up there. It'll tip down. So this has got to go on someplace where it can dry. I'll have to turn around, find a spot to put it on. Oh, the phone. Okay. Now, she said now. Did I bring that other magazine in? Hold on. I'm looking for something here. Colors of the World. I think I brought the wrong magazine in or what I wanted to do. Let me turn my chair around and backwards. I got my back to my desk. Let's clean off my desk here. We might look at this a little more. Hold on. Oh, this. I don't know. Let me. Hold the phone while I clean my desk. Yeah. Let's get this off. Let's put some, because this is kind of messy. Whenever I do something like this, yeah, gluing. I did this the other night. Or the other morning, I can't remember which. Get that gunk off of my glass top here. I always think of those DIY people who paint their picture frames and then they go back in with a razor blade and scrape out the paint. I don't know what this was. Was that my glue? Was that just from tonight? It just seems like it's... Oh, I was working on those. Well, now that we have a flat space here, it's about time to take a scan of those French ladies. I like to do that in my streams. This is Friday night. Let me finish my desk here. Well, I really have it on there, don't I? Let me put that paper, or a paper. It doesn't have to be the same one. And we'll take a scan of the ladies and print, give you guys a print. All right. What's here? Oh, that's mine. Well, we don't need that right now. Hold on, let me get organized here. And I might have to zoom out a little for that book, because it's a big old book. It's the big book. A big book. A heavy book. I've got a folder in it and a music sheet. Let me get that out. And what's this? Oh, that's just a folded page. Can you guys see it pretty good? Let's see what we can see here. Hi, Dee Dee. Hi, Angie Brown. Oh, Angie, sweetie. You get well soon. She can't keep nothing to drink down. I know, Angie. I had that stomach flu. That's not fun. You take care of yourself, Angie. Hi, Dee Dee. She says, hiya, Mary. I've been taking scans of pages out of this book and printing them off. That's pretty, a leaf with a butterfly in it, but that's all you would get. This one's kind of cool, but there's no pretty ladies on it, but there's a butterfly and a lady there. Some of these, they're bound so close together on some of these pages. Let me hold up. Let's just kind of leaf through and find one that I'm gonna have to turn it. I think we've seen this one before. Let's find a good page to share with you. And I don't remember which ones I've done and which ones I haven't. This looks like for some sort of a pin cushion, maybe. It actually looks like it has it actually looks like it might be cross stitch or knitting, a knitting design or a cross stitch design in here. It actually looks like it might be cross stitch in here. It's hard to tell. This book was printed in it's a French newsletter, needlework newsletter, and it was done in 1865. Look, they're showing how they did it almost looks like Tunisian crochet here. If you could see it close up, it almost looks like Tunisian crochet. They've got the loops and they're drawing that thread through the loops. They're doing the same thing over there. Have we done this one? Look at her back of her head here. It looks like she's going to put a brooch on. Hi, Belinda. Hi, Carol. Yeah, that old blizzard was something else. I'm looking for one that inspires me. I think I did one like this. I might have done this one. I'll have to go back and... Do we want to do the one of the gentleman? Here, do you guys want the one in the gentleman? You'll just get him. You won't get any more people. You'll get some sort of a collar up here. It looks like it's a collar. I can't read that on the side. Look at it. Look at his pocket. It almost looks like a lady's purse in a way that he's reaching into. Let's see. Let's mark that. Put a paper there. We might come back to that one. There's just so much to see in here. And then there's some plain, I put out a page of plain text. Some of these look almost the same on the front. Now this one, you get a gentleman and two ladies. How about this one? Because we've done several with the you know, just the torsos and the heads. Let's do one of full figures. Let's do this one tonight. I'm going to have to turn my book around, though, because the heavy part is going to fall off the table if I don't. Do I have it all? I need some clips. And all I have is bobby pins out. I have clips, but I don't have them at the ready. I don't think. I'm going to have to get more organized. Hi, Leah. You could hardly believe Mary's blizzard. You know, it was a crazy thing. It wasn't just us. It was all over the state. My nephews, where they lived, the town where they lived, they were without electricity for like 11 hours, and they're a fairly large town. I mean, it isn't a city. It's probably about 12,000. I mean, we're only 1,000 here. I'm hoping that these bobby pins will hold it open enough so that I can get a good snapshot of this. Okay. Oh, and I need to come in a little bit more here. Oops, too much. Hold on. There, right about there. And of course, I can see, you can't see all of this here, but I can see it. I can, maybe if I push it just a little bit more. You got a little snow, LAK said, but nothing like that. Well, you know, all winter, we've really had a pretty fair winter. It waited until the day before spring. All right, let me get online here, get on my camera open, and I think it got it pretty good here. Now I can straighten it a little, but I think it's pretty straight. I think it's pretty straight. Oops, I got it upside down here though. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to save it as a PDF. Oh, that's pretty good. And more. Rename print. Well, let me rename it. Here, no, I won't rename it till I put it on. Let's print it. Let's see how it looks in my printer. Now it'll print here upside down, but I'll turn it right side up when I bring it in. It looks like I've got quite a bit of white space over here, but that's really kind of okay because this book is not, you know, it's long and it's longer and more narrow than what an 8.5 by 11 page is. So you're going to have some white space here. Now, it's a PDF, so if you bring it down, you might want to play with it in your printer. Like, you could probably even take a snapshot of it and just print the figures, or sometimes if you want the text in the background, there's some text on that page. I'm going to go ahead and print this. What I have in my printer right now is a piece of sticker paper, so we'll see how it prints on that. And it should be printing. If we look in my notifications here, I got Tim Holtz, Slow Stitch, Casey, ignore the printer errors. That's just, Becky had a video out there, Crazy Lamp Lady, Shabby Debbie Doodah, Crochet, My Quiet Corner. Oh, there's Carol. had a video or something. She said, "This is beautiful. Your card is calling you." Here's where it's printing it. Looks like Carol commented on. It says, "This is beautiful." What did you comment on? I don't know what she commented on. I'll go back and look at your comment after the stream, Carol. So it's printing it. So while it's printing, I'm going to put my book back. And we'll just keep doing this until we get, until we get done, I guess. This is really a cool book. I got this from Pearl at Pearl's Finds. It's really a cool old book. I think she sold some more after I paid $50 for this book. And it's 1865. And I just feel so privileged to have, oh, look, there's some brides. We're going to have to do the brides. We're going to have to do the brides, not tonight, but remind me. This says page 138 and 139. Okay. Let me put the book back behind me. And did it finish printing? Ignore the printer errors. That doesn't mean anything. I think it finished. So let me go get it. The printer, I'm not sure why it gives me that error, but it seems to print okay. I'm going to put my bunny rabbits out here to keep you company. And I'm going to leave that right where it's at because I haven't saved it off for you. Because I don't want to save it off till I see it in print. Let me go get it. I'll be right back. My printer's out in the kitchen because I had more light out there. Okie dokie, I have it in my hands. Ooh, you guys are going to like this one. You guys are going to like this one. And where I said there was white space, it looks like it's not that bad on the actual copy. So let me get this out on my drive and give you the link. I am saying that I'm putting these in the public domain. So you're free to print them off, copy them, share them, give them away, send the link out to anybody you want to share the link with. The only thing I ask you to not do is to sell it. It looks like the text is kind of curved here where, you know, the book page kind of goes in. So if you're trying to read it, you might have a little bit of trouble, but it's all in French anyway. Oh, they're on a sled, you guys. He's on ice skates, and she's on a sled. He's pushing her on a sled. Oh, that's so cool. And this is sticker paper. It's glossy sticker paper. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this, but let's give it to you. So let's see. Now it's upside down here, but it actually printed. Well, it probably printed upside down. I don't know if I can flip it. Let's see. More. Set password, compress PDF, open in Acrobat. Fill in sign, modify scan, rename, move, print, delete. Let's see if I can open it in Acrobat. I don't know if I can flip it in Acrobat. Where was it? Open in Acrobat. Draw, text, fill in sign. I don't know what that is. View setting pages. edit PDF. Can I edit it? Crop or delete? Oh, I need a, see, this is not a, I'm using the free version. So I think I really like to flip it, but I'm not sure how. Edit text. There's no text. More. Copy to. No. I want to bring it down. Let's see. I don't think it's in my. I don't think it's in my files. Yeah. Let's look in these. Yeah, see, it's not in my. It would be documents. And that was. Yeah. More. Export PDF, combine file zip. Export. Yeah. Can't do much. Open in Acrobat, modify, scan, rename, move. Print to move. What is it called? It's called Adobe Scan March 21st. Let's call it. I'm going to call this French Ladies again. It's just what I'm calling it. French Ladies. March 21st. I'm going to rename it. And then I'm going to see if I can come out here and find it on my drive as French Ladies March 21st. It might be in here and I just keep not looking for it and not finding it. French Ladies. March 16th, March 16th, March 7th. So, and those are the ones on the drive. So I don't have it. I don't have it on my hard drive yet. That's why I'm trying to get it. And I keep forgetting how I get it from here to my hard drive. I've tried to export it and then it wants to go to Google. I don't know, it's a free trial. So I'm just going to get out of it here and go back in. Looking for document. Oh, it's trying to scan. It captured my hand. Yeah, I'm getting it all messed up here. Cancel. Cancel. I want to get rid of it. I don't know where it went to. I always have trouble with this. I should try to figure this out before. Let's just do French. I should figure this out before. There's the March 16th one. And those are other ones. March 7th, I want 25th. Those are not there. I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, no. Discard. It's here. Save as JPEG. Share. See, it wants to share it. Copy link. Copy to clipboard. Let's see what happens here. Let's see where it went off to. Paste. It's Adobe Acrobat. Let's see. I can get to it. There it is. Now, can I flip that? Read aloud, edit PDF, save a copy, express. Oh, this is the link to it. Let's look in Adobe Acrobat here. Storage. Adobe. So I don't see it. March 7th, March 16th. Where would that link go off to? Adobe Acrobat.com. Oh, it's out on their, it's out on their site. Well, let's do it this way then. It's out on their site. I don't care if it's out there. Let's go to it again here in my book, and here I want to save a copy. Save a copy to on device. Done. In your downloads folder. So it must save these out on adobeacrobat.com. I guess I'll trust that that they don't take stuff. Let's see, I want to go to downloads. French ladies. Now, highlight, draw, text, fill and sign, more to, what's this? I'd like to flip it. View settings, pages, add, but no, edit PDF. And it doesn't do it in my PDF because I'm using free copies stuff here. But if I open it in my notes, let's do that. I thought that's where I had it in my notes. Let's go to a notepad again. Now I have to figure this out, you guys. I'm sorry to, because see, I had it. No, I didn't have it in my notes. That was the scan I had in my notes. Let's open a new one. And here we want to add a PDF from internal storage, download, March 21st, March 14th, March 7th. Come on. It was in... Oh, I made it 21st, didn't I? I thought it was the 25th. I was looking at 25. Today's the 21st. Done. There we go. Now this is in my... Is this in my file? Yeah, this is in my note file. Now I wish I could flip this. Search, edit, cover, page settings, full screen, add to, add tag, save as file. I don't see any place where I can flip it. So I'm going to leave it upside down. If you guys print it off, you can do what I did. Turn your page up right side up. I don't know why it did it upside down, but it did. All right, so now I have to save this because that other one is on Adobe. This one is on my file. To search, save as file, PDF file. I haven't figured out how to flip a PDF file. If you guys know how, you can educate me when I get done here. And come on. PDF. Now, hopefully, I've got two of them. And this one, this is the one I just saved. This one, I'm going to delete. Because that's pointing to the drive. This one points to my notes file. But I haven't figured out, there's highlight, draw, text, fill in, and then that is edit PDF, crop or delete. Oh, and that's free trial stuff. Yeah, I don't see how to flip this. What's this? Get started using comments. I don't see any place out here to flip it. View settings, continuous single page, reading mode, night mode. I'm in reading mode. Compress it, set backward. Nah, there's nothing out there that's okay. So what I want to do is go back to this one. And should be in my download. From Samsung Notes, that's what I want. And I'm going to select it, and I'm going to share it. And I'm going to share it on my drive. And it's upside down. Text plain. French ladies text plain. New. I don't need all of that. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to have to go back and rename this. Let's cancel that upload. Let's rename this. Rename. That's March 16th. Hold on. Where was my 21st? That's not it. It's this one. Let's see what it says out there. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to my drive, French ladies, March 21st, 2025. That is what today is. I go through this every time. All right, so I'm going to save it to my drive. And then we're going to go out to my drive. It takes me a while to do, but I think it's worth it to go through all this to share it with you. Let's go to my drive, and then It always goes to my other drive to go to this one. And I'm going to type in French. There it is right there. March 21st. And it's upside down. I haven't figured out how to flip it, but it'll print upside down. It'll come out of your printer, like it'll come out bottom first. And then you can turn it right side up. Sorry about that. Let's copy the link. Copy link. And Allie K's probably telling me what to do out there, aren't you, Allie? Let's go to my stream. We're on my live. And Allie K says, I've been watching and working sewing the unicorn tail curls on my mini stuffy. Aww. Hi, Belinda. Hi, Barb Fillion. Carol's here. Allie K says hi to Barb. Barb says hello. Carol says, your tatting blue circle is beautifully done. Who are you talking to? Who's tatted blue circle, Carol? Who are you talking to? Who did a tatted blue circle? Are you talking to me? I did do a tatted blue circle on my... Are you talking to me? I did do one. All right, let's go out, and I'm going to put in French ladies here. So you guys can have the link. I'm sorry I have to go through so much rigmarole to do this, but I eventually get it to you. All right, paste. There's the link. I'm going to send it. Now, I'm going to check it, but if one of you would check it and make sure that you can get a hold of it, it should be public. Come on. There it is. And it's upside down, but when you print it, you can flip it right side up. Let's go back to my chat here. Yours. I commented on your tatting. Oh, on my, let's go look at that. In my Blizzard video, I showed you the tatting that I'm working on now. It's the one we're doing. I missed so much on Wednesday. I missed the last online needle tatting class because I couldn't get online. I missed another class. Boo. Let's go to my channel. Go here and go to my posts. And let's get out of my... So Jacqueline had a sale. Actually, I think this sale here, she had some trouble. She had to restart. So I don't know if that's the complete sale there. But you'll get to her channel. You can see both sales on her channel. Okay, this is where all the power went down. This was the garden. This was the garden before. I had to pick all that up. And it looks like a little 2-inch square. But it is 24 feet this way and 18 feet this way. And it was windy. And I had all kind of garden stakes in there. I had to pull up garden stakes and pull up garden stakes and pull up gardens. That was a job. And then this looks like just a little pile of dirt. No, it is a huge, big pile. I mean, that's 4 feet. That's at least 4 feet deep here at the top. And that's a couple feet there. And it's probably about 5 feet wide across here, 5 or 6 feet, probably 5 there and 6 there. That's a lot of dirt. So I'm going to get a couple of, I'll show them to you here on Amazon. I'm going to share this stuff with you. Let me go to my Amazon. Let me go to my cart. I'll show you what I'm thinking about getting. See these? $54. They're a 2-pack, 6x3 by 1 foot. Let's look at them here. Raised beds. And I'm going to put them, I think I'm going to get the pack of, there. See, these are silver. These are galvanized steel. These are white. Galvanized raised garden beds kit, outdoor metal gardening planter box for vegetable and elevated flower herbs. Oh, that says silver. That says silver. But I think these are white. Let's go down. One. It says silver. I don't know if I wanted the silver. I did get the silver. Well, I guess I'll get the silver ones. I thought they were white. But you can get them more narrow too. Like this is 6 by 1.5 feet by 1. The 1 is from the ground up. I got the 3-foot ones. You can get 8 by 2 and 8 by 4, but I'm not going to pay $74. I thought that this one that I got, I thought they were white. They look white to me, but they're silver. That's okay. If I want to paint them, I will. I probably won't. I could, though, paint them. They're galvanized steel. And they probably don't have a bottom to them. I don't think they have a bottom. See, they're like that. And that's okay. I might put, I'm not sure. I want to do something to keep the weeds out. I was thinking some cardboard, but then I guess cardboard would be okay to put on the bottom. Weeds would probably eventually grow in there. I'll talk to my brother about that. But I think that's a pretty good price. $55. It's 31% off. Or if you want to pay for it by the month, you can pay $10 a month. But I'm going to pay for the whole amount. And let me go back here. Did I get out of it? Let's get out of that. No, I'm all out. Let's get rid of everything. No recently used apps. What's that? Let's go back. I'm going back to my blue tatting because I want to show you what Carol was saying to me. You post. What activity published? That's all the sale here. See, I'm going to put those, well, you can't see here. And they're going to go, there's a tree right over here. You can kind of see the shadow. And so they're going to go right in here. But whatever I plant has to be partial shade. They have to grow in the shade and they can't be full sun plants because there's quite a bit of shade that falls off in here in the summertime. You can see the shadows in there of the tree. And there's the dirt pile. All right, now let me get back out of that. And I don't know what the crocuses, I'm going to have to check on. There's our spring crocuses before our blizzard. I don't know how they fared. This is the one that I'm working on now. I'm actually on the 3rd row. This is the 1st and 2nd row. And the 3rd row is a clover that comes out over here. And I'm probably about a 1/4 of the way through it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm a 1/4 of the way through the 3rd row. And there was a 10 prompts. This was Jacqueline's sale from last week. And there's the 1st row. Boy. There's Becky's birthday. There's shamrocks are coming, you guys. You may get them in April. There's the shamrocks. Here's the pink. This was a class project. And there's the blue tatting one. That's the one that Carol commented on. Aw. Very beautiful, very beautiful. So beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Pretty. Where's your Carol's? Where's your comment, Carol? I see Becky and Jacqueline and Nancy and Goldie. Is that the one you commented on? Lori, oh, was it one more down? Was it this one? You said the blue circle. I don't have another one. I was going to answer your comment. Well, there it is. Right? No, that's Lori Bess. There it is. There you go. I answered it. Meri's just finding her way around tonight. Okay. Let me put this aside. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I do these. I don't share the links outside of my chat. You are free to share the links if you wish. Just tell them it's in the public domain. The only thing I ask is nobody to sell it. And I see the text is fading over here anyway. But I felt so privileged to get a hold of this book that I feel like sharing it like this is a good thing to do. So there we go. There it is. Put landscape tarp on the bottom, then the dirt. I could do that, Allie K. I was thinking of that because I'm debating whether to put landscape fabric. I call it fabric. It's landscape fabric. I got it a couple years ago and I put it on the garden. You saw where I put it on the garden last fall. Well, when we got that compost, I had to take it all up because we're going to till that compost in, except for what I'm going to save off for those raised beds. And I might get a couple of flower pots because there's an awful lot of dirt. It doesn't look like a lot of dirt, but there's a lot of dirt. And that compost, you till it in, and you only have to till in on the directions. They said 1 to 2 inches. Well, we figured for 6 inches. When I bought it, we figured for 6 inches deep. And he said that they gave me extra. So I'm going to get a couple of those big round flower pots, maybe for out underneath one of these trees, or maybe even out underneath that tree where we have that park bench. So I'm going to be busy when it comes spring. Legia says, now I'm going to bed. If you fall asleep, Legia, I understand. Sweet dreams. Carol says she's already in bed watching. It's the best thing to do, Carol. What did Carol say? It was the circle. I really loved how it turned out. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. You know, I've been tatting for about 3 years now, and I still feel like I'm a beginner, you guys. I'm still learning things every day or every time I go to the class. And I have to tell you, just because you learn it and you understand it at the time, I found this to be true to myself. For myself, I have to go back and say, now, how did she do that? But eventually you do those things enough that you automatically remember. I mean, like now I know the difference between a true ring and a self-closing mock ring for those who tat. For doing needle tatting, there's a true ring that you work from the needle and a piece of thread that's cut off of the ball, and you work this needle thread and you work it on the other end of the thread here. And a self-closing mock ring, you can work, here's your needle, and you can work on your thread, and your ball of thread is over here, and you work kind of in there. And there's a lot to learn, and I'm still learning. And then when I think I have it down, I have to go say, how did she do that? So it's a continuous learning thing. Hi, Lori, Pink Girly. Hello there, lady. I missed you and Jacqueline Sale. I thought, well, she probably has something important to do. Goldie is here. Carol is here. Legia's gonna go lay down in bed. She'll probably fall asleep. Allie K told me to put landscape top on the bottom. I want to put enough on the bottom that will let the water flow through, which the tarp that I have is pretty waterproof. And I'm thinking I'll either have to poke a lot of holes in it, or I was thinking maybe cardboard. But I don't want the water to build up on the bottom of those beds. So I'll have to, maybe I'll look at landscape, probably some cheap stuff. I'll have to see. I'll maybe read up on it and see what they put on the bottom. And of course, then you put sticks and leaves and all of that, and then your dirt, and then your compost and more dirt. Galvanized is good. What do you think about painting it? I'm not so thrilled about a silver one. It looks too much like a cow tank to me. I'm thinking about painting it a light blue color or a blue-gray color, the color, the siding of our house. I thought it was white. The house has white trim, but looking at it again, it's silver. So I might just spray paint the outside of it a light blue color. That's what I'm thinking, to make it kind of match the color of the house. You got it? Thank you, Allie K, for going out and making sure that link worked. I appreciated that. And thank you for being patient with me while I figured all this out. So, where am I at here? I got a couple things I want to do. I don't think I brought the magazine in that I got the ideas out of. One of the ideas, I'm going to come back to this. One of the ideas that I saw, I did a lot of reading, and I did a lot of writing in my writing journal. And one of the things that I saw, and I did not bring the right magazine in, and I don't want to run and get it. I don't see it here. I brought the wrong magazine in. Let me turn around again and make sure that, yeah, I brought the wrong one in. So I can't say who credited it, who to credit it to. But what they did, she called it Collage Corners. I'll say I got the idea out of the Somerset magazine. I should run and get the magazine. But she used a dictionary page. Well, this is a medical dictionary. I think I got it at one of Johnny's sales a couple years ago. This is just a marker envelope. And what she did was she made what she called collage corners. And she would take and I'm just going to rip a page out here because I'll probably eventually take this whole text block out like I did that one I just showed you. So I'm just going to tear out a couple pages, well, even just one page here to start with. Well, I guess it's going to come out as a folio, which is okay. And I'm going to take the borders off, the margins. I don't want the margins. And what she did is made corners. And I'll show you here. Now, this was not my idea. This came out of the Somerset Studio magazine a couple years ago. I got several Somerset Studio magazines from Linda Kay and Sean Designs. They had a sale. Now, this is I think I want mine a little bit more square, though. Here. Do I? Maybe I'll leave it like this. And maybe I'll open it up because there's two of them. And what she did was she just watercolored. She put a little gesso. I guess maybe I need to put a paper down here. Hold the phone. You get a piece of wax paper out. My wax paper is getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. I got another, not Reynolds wrap though. I like the Reynolds I like the Reynolds paper. Cut right. That other is off-brand. I don't like it. It's not waxy. And I'm just going to do these two for right now. And she did some gesso. I'm going to move my dictionary because I'm just going to do two of these. And let's see what I have here. Hold on. I've got a stack of things. They're not stickers, but they might. These are some pages that I printed off previously that I'd shared with you guys. Ooh, did I share this one with you? I think I did because it was going clear. We'll use these. They're not, these are not sticker papers. These are just copy paper. And do you want that? I can go get the link to that. Let me stack all this stuff back. Let's go back out to my phone. And I'll get the link to this to share with you tonight, too, if you missed it. I generally don't repeat the links, but if you're in here and if I'm using it, let me... Oh, here's the magazine. Here. I'm getting multitasking here. Here, I'll share this with you first. Let me share you what I'm going to do. If I can find it here. Yeah. Was this it? Was this the magazine? It might not be this one. Inspiration, nature, small creations, creating calm on the page, hobby, subby, gift tags, one of a kind, natural dyes. Well, this is the one I brought in, but I may not, it may be in yet another magazine. I don't think it's this one. This is one I thought it was in. That's creating calm. So I still don't have the right magazine. I thought it was this. I wanted to share the article that inspired me to do this, but it must be, I don't want to go hunting for the magazine. There's a lot of fun things in here, but this is not the fun one that I'm doing. Yeah, it's in a different magazine. Let me go get the link for this, because this one is already out on my drive. Let's go to my drive. And search for French again. And I don't know what date. I'll have to kind of look here. That's today's. That's that one. March 7th. All right, let me grab the link. Copy link. Come into my chat. Chat. Where are you? You chat. Diddy-dum. Lori says, me too, Leah. What did Leah say? She said, good night to Carol. Good night, Carol. Lori, I'm so excited for your upcoming trip. Where you going? Where you going, Lori? Leah says, I need to go on a spending freeze. Me too. Or Leah said that. Me too, Leah. I tried. Then Jacqueline comes on. I have a feeling Jacqueline's working on invoices. Painting would look nice. Talking about the raised beds. Just be sure to use waterproof paint, like outdoor paint. I will, Allie. And I think I'm going to make them kind of, our house is kind of a bluish gray, tannish color. I'll get something that looks similar to our house. So to kind of go with the whole setup here. Yeah, I think some landscape fabric does let the rain through. Mine doesn't, though. It just puddles up on it. It just puddles up. I could probably poke a lot of holes in it when I put it in there, you know, just cut a lot of holes in it. And I might do that yet to let water through. I just don't want it to puddle up in there. I could cut several holes in it. That wouldn't really be that hard for what it was. It 6 by 3, 6 feet. It wouldn't be that hard. All right, Legia went, or Carol went to bed. What message did you? Who did you delete, Allie K? You deleted message. Oh, do we have a yakety yak yak yak? Must have been in one of my other videos where we gotta thank you, Allie K, for getting rid of the spam. Europe, you're going to Europe, England, and France, Switzerland, going to see my bonus son and his family. You did that a couple years ago, didn't you? Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Lori. I'm so happy for you. Let me put this, I'm just going to call it French Ladies again. And let me put the link. This link that I'm putting in now is for these ladies. There you go. And like I said, you're free to share, to copy, to send copies off. They're in the public domain. They're probably out on Acrobat's site someplace out there too. I doubt that they go through everybody's. They probably delete all that stuff on a regular basis. I could probably go back a couple weeks from now and see if that link to Acrobat still worked. It would tell me whether it's still out there or not. The only thing I ask that you don't sell it. That's awesome, Lori. Just block if they keep it up. I think once you time him out, I can't get a hold of him. Let's see. View deleted message. Let's see if I can block him. Report, channel activity, go to channel, put user in timeout, hide user on this channel. There. I think I blocked him. So he shouldn't come back in. I think that means he was, when he's hidden, I think he is blocked. That's okay. I blocked him. We haven't had a spammer or something like that happen for a long time. But he said, wasn't he saying yakety yak yak yak? It reminds me of, I was in a meeting and it was right before the elections and I was so tired of all the yakking and there was a lady talking and I went, yakety yak yak yak. I didn't realize that my mic was on. It makes me think that he was in there. Hi, Debbie Epps. Debbie has a sale tomorrow, a stash sale. Debbie, if you put your information in, put your channel and put the time of your sale, I will pin it for the ladies in here. Debbie sells awesome things. Awesome, awesome, awesome things. Yeah, we had a troll. We had a troll. We haven't had trolls. Like he said, she's out of practice. Well, I blocked him. So he shouldn't. He might come back with another name or something, but that name is blocked. Space Boy 2714. So this French lady link goes to this. All right. Let's pin Debbie's D-Stash sale. Whoops. Whoops. I got out of it. No, I lost my chat. Come back. Come back. Oh, I might have to get, I'm in Debbie's. I'm in Debbie's link. Let me get back into my own chat here. Yeah, Meri, you're doing a great job tonight. Oh, I keep going to her channel. Pin message. There you go. Oh, it's at 1 p.m. Central. Yeah, 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central. There it is. Debbie always has a lot of really cool stuff on her sales. So far, she is downsizing. So I'm going to get out of this. Watch for that guy to come back. See if he comes back. I don't think he'll come back, but he might come back as somebody else. So what I'm going to do is, she smeared some gesso. Gesso is a little bit different than paint. It's more of a gritty. But I'm going to use some buttermilk paint. And I'm just going to put a dab. Just a dab. And a dab. That might need another dab. And I am going to use this is a folder, file folder thing here. I'm just going to fold it in half. I'm just going to smear it. That's good. Now they used watercolor and it's warping, so I need to get my heat gun out here. That's all I'm going to do for that, but I am going to use some splatter watercolor or ink or something. Let me get my heat gun. Debbie says, I have some gorgeous dyed papers this time and a few small flip folios. Cool. Well, let me plug in my heat gun. I have to find the plug-in. Hold on. It ran away. I must have something else. Oh, I see. Hold on, it's dark down there in the corner. Let me see if I can get a little bit of light on the subject here. There we go. And I'm just going to kind of, I need to hold it down a little. I appreciate my mods. I have a lot of mods. Mostly I put people that I trust as mods because you used to be able to drop links and as a person just share links in chats, but people like Space Boy would come in and share links that we didn't want. And so they quit giving the people the ability to drop links, giving them blue dresses and everything. But I like to make most of you that come in here as regulars. And if you want to be a regular, if you want to be a mod, let me know and I'll make you a mod if you want to drop a link or something, because I don't have any special rule of who other than I need to know you and trust you. And most of you I do. Space Boy, he'll never make mod status. But I like to give you guys the ability to drop links. Like Debbie, I didn't have to say, Debbie, would you tell Allie K to go get a link to your cell or something like that? She could just drop it herself. Hi, Brenda. Brenda Ashford, welcome in. I didn't see you come in. You're probably out there talking to me. Diane, Messy Palette. Yeah, we had a rare instance of a spammer, a troll. Brenda Ashford says, I feel like I had a big success today. I found my Heidi Swap memory Dex card hole punch. Well, cool. Isn't it cool when you find something you thought you lost? Now, these are kind of small, but I'm going to go ahead and I think I'll cut out this one and maybe this one, maybe these three, but I've only got two. So let's take this lady. And I did not bring in the magazine that I got this from. It's a Somerset Studio magazine. So this is not my idea. And I don't know. I'm going to take this one because it's a little bit darker. I don't know the name of the artist, but she called them corner collages. And what she did, let me get this cut out. She had, she used gesso. I used buttermilk paint in my background. And I'm going to use some, I think I don't know if I can get to them, some Debbie Epps ink. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. Too bad that these aren't on sticker paper. I'm going to let me cut these out first because it'll determine on where I tear my. These are fun. These will go in my, well, this is Friday night. This is really a Refill Friday project. This isn't anything that I will be sending. This will not go in my giveaway box. This will go in my Refill Friday box. This is just kind of something as I was reading those magazines because of the blizzard. The blizzard, I did a lot of reading. I did a lot of writing. Now she's got 2 feet down here, but I'm not going to try to fussy cut those out. Her feet, she pulled them in. She pulled them in when I went by. She said, don't cut off my toes. Actually, she didn't, but she can't feel it anyway, so she's just a paper. Yakety yak, 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 yakety yak, yakety yak. Take out the dog and bring in the cat. Don't talk back. Which makes me think he must have been in that chat that I goofed in. Yakety yak, yakety yak. I was so tired of listening to politicians. It was around election time. And, you know, so many political ads and yakety yak, yakety yak. And that was actually a song, I think in the 50s or 60s. And it really represented a yakety yak was a kind of like a young kid rebelling against the parents, ordering them around, all of that. Kind of getting sassy to the parents. Yakety yak, yakety yak. Do the dishes, clean your room, blah, 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 blah. Now, see, I can tear, and I think I'm going to tear it by hand, but I want to put the watercolor on first. So let's fussy cut this one out. I'm only going to do 2 of them. And I might try those alcohol inks that I got from Debbie Epps, and she's having a sale tomorrow. I think I can get my hands on them behind me. Let's see. I think this skirt comes up a little here. In there. And what she called these, she called them corner collages. And when she gets this all done, she puts them on the corners in her writing journals. And the magazine is out in the other room. It was a Somerset article that I saw that in. Yeah, I had a lot of time to read. I read about some tatting, and I did a little tatting. And what else did I do? I made that junk journal. What time is it? I don't want to go. Oh, it's almost 10:30. I'm going to finish these, and this will probably be the last thing I do tonight. So I'll try to make these on a regular basis. Now, Sunday night, I'm on Sunday night. Tomorrow's Saturday. The only thing I know, well, Debbie's sale is tomorrow. 1 p.m. Central, 2 Eastern, Debbie Epps. The link is pinned up above. Don't miss it. You'll be sorry. The other thing that I know for sure is that Beth Schuler comes on at 6 p.m. Eastern. Sunday, are you, Lori, are you still here, Lori? Lori used to stream on Sunday mornings. I don't know if she's still doing that later, about 11 o'clock, 12, 11 o'clock, 12 Eastern, 11 Central. That's just an envelope. Oh, got scraps here. Now, let's see if I can get at those inks. If I can't, I'll just find something else to use. Oh, what did I do with the inks? I don't know what I did with them. Is that them? No, that's a Kleenex box. Is that them? Oh, they're buried. Wait, there's only a couple things on top. Let me get these off. The Kleenex box and the cigar box and a book. And there are the inks that I got from Debbie Epps, one of her sales. Let me get them out here. The book. I'm putting things back. The book. The cigar box. The Kleenex box. I've got a roll of paper and a round container, and here are the inks. Alcohol inks. Tim Holtz alcohol inks. Debbie was selling these in one of her de-stash sales. She had several of them. Let's see. And they open this way. Do I have them in there upside down? Is this the bottom? They open this way. They open this way. All right, I'm going to get my ladies off. And I just want some splatters. This is golden yellow. This is, I can't read it. Butterscotch. We'll use butterscotch. And if I use a blue or green, it will, what's this? Pinata. Well, this is Jacquard, orange. And I should probably use, well, if I use a blue, it'll get some green in there. This is Jacquard, Baja Blue. And all I want to do, now I think she used a, I'm going to have to get out the pliers. She used a brush, I think, and watercolor and splattered and dropped ink and did marks and all of that. I am just planning on putting a couple drops around on the pages. I'm sure Debbie probably made these really tight so that they would travel. Oh, they open that way. That's good. And let's do a little dripping here since it's runny here. Let's just do some dripping. It won't hurt. And shall we do it on this one too? Maybe a little. Splatter. Ooh, I love that, how it's giving the dark. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, you can kind of see. So this was the butterscotch, I think. This is orange. I think I'm going to go to the blue. Let's put that lid back on and I'll put it over here. I don't think I'm going to use that one. All right, I'm kind of happy with that. And since there's alcohol inks, they'll probably dry pretty fast, I would think. The butterscotch ones did. Let's see if I can drip it a little drippy. A little drip, that's okay. That one could drip up at the top a little more too here. Come on. There we go. Is it going to drip? No, he's going to stay. I don't know. You have to, if you want to drip, you got to get at it pretty fast. All right. And let's see, what else do I have here? Danger. Pearl. Peach. Peach. Not pearl, peach. Is this a green? Is this a green? That's cool. It's kind of a teal color, I think. I haven't explored these very much. Pink. We'll try a little pink and see what the pink does. We don't need too many colors. That dark really did it. Here, let's put that one back in. Oh, pretty. And I'm just gonna, well, I can kind of let this one drip a little. That one's not going to drip too much. It soaked right in. There. That's good. That's enough. This is kind of what she did, and I think she put some black marks, some marks. I'm not going to put marks on mine. I might after I get the images on there. These are cool. I got these from Debbie Epps' de-stash sale. So I don't know. She said she was going to sell, let's see, what did she say? Let me go up to Debbie Epps here. Did he come back? I thought I put him in timeout. Did he come back in? No, there he is. I'm looking for what Debbie said she was going to sell. Lori said she put herself on a spending freeze. Well, if you're going to Europe, I can certainly understand, because you'll want money to spend in Europe. I think she put in, let me go up above. Where did Debbie Epps put in what she was going to? There's where Dee Dee came in. Dee 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 Dee. Dee 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 Dee. I think she moved on. Probably went to bed. I don't see. I can't find the message of what Debbie said she was going to sell tomorrow. Carol, Leah, Allie K, Legia, Carol, Legia, Carol, Leah, Lori, Allie K. It must be way up there. Lori, Goldie, Leah, Space Boy, Leah, Lori. Pink Girly, Allie K. Debbie Epps. There she is. Hold on. Debbie Epps. There's her de-stash sale. She says, I have some gorgeous dyed papers this time and a few small flip folios. Cool. And knowing Debbie, she probably has other things. Let's see. She said something else. Oh, that's a pretty color. Debbie says, I thought about doing a short video flip of the journals I made. Well, let me tell you. Faux lace. She's selling faux lace, paper, books, and lots of small items. Ooh. Let me show you, because they're right here. I have, from the last sale that Debbie had, let me put this ink over here. I have, to give you a taste, another taste of what Debbie does. I have two of them. But I can only get a hold of one of them right now because, you know, Meri, she's got things all stacked up back there. This is one of Debbie's art journals. And I got a hold of two of her composition art journals. And just to give you a taste of what Debbie does, let's pull this aside. This is all done. This is all done. And of course, I'm not going to do any more to it. I'm not doing anything to this. I might put a book plate and put this was done by Debbie Epps or something in here. But this was, yeah, yummy. Yummy stuff. And I got two of her. Now, if I do something on here, she's had one. I didn't get it. Well, look, this one has, it won't be on this one because this one has open squares in here, windows. But on one of her, I got another one, another composition book that she did. She did buttons. She did buttons on the side here. Really cool. And I think Lori Pink Girly did that on, she got a composition book and did that. Did you get one of Debbie's, Lori? I don't know if she's still in here. Legia says, poor thing, she was so livid herself. Wait, what's going on? Legia says, a tiny bit of alcohol. My niece dropped alcohol on her alcohol ink creations and it ruined them. It all blended together. But she could have done something with that. Legia says, poor thing, she was livid at herself. She left them where They were, and never picked them up again. So I took them. Maybe she'll take them when she's older. Well, I'll bet you could find some beautiful art in there, Legia. I'll bet you could find some. You got one of Debbie Epps' journals, and was it the was you did you get the one with the buttons? Or but you put buttons on a journal. Did you put it on the one that you got from her? I know she sold a journal that had buttons on it. I didn't get it, but I got one of hers, and I was showing you. I might put a book plate in here. What do I have here? Debbie Epps, artist, 2015 to 2018. But just to give you a taste of what Debbie was, an art teacher. Are you going to teach any more? Or have you completely retired, Debbie? Debbie has some books out on Amazon. If you want to drop a link to some of your Amazon books, please do. I probably won't pin it because I got your de-stash sale pinned, but just to give you a taste, a yummy taste of what Debbie does. Wouldn't you have loved to have Debbie as an art teacher? We did not do art journaling. I wanted to, let me tell you, I so wanted to take art when I was in high school. We finally got an art class when I was a senior. And I can remember I did this acrylic painting of a deer in the forest. I thought I was an artist, you know. It was probably just, it wasn't paint by number. I drew it, but it was just very amateurish. But man, I was in art. I was in an art class finally. And then the other thing I did was we did paper mache, and I had a quart jar that I turned upside down, and I paper mache'd around it, and I made a Christmas caroler out of it. And, you know, he had blue jeans and a red shirt, and I had the face, and he was singing, and he had little hands, and I had a book, a songbook. He was holding a songbook. My mother loved that. She kept that for years and years and years and years. She probably still had it when she passed away. That was my art in high school. But isn't this just beautiful work that Debbie does? Debbie's having a stash sale tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central. And Jacqueline's having another sale next Friday. If you missed the one this Friday, I'll be dropping a link to that throughout next week probably, just to remind you. Jacqueline and Debbie says, spending freeze? Yeah. Do it after our sales are over with. Come get our art. It's just beautiful work, Debbie. And I could just look through here and get so inspired. So very inspired. Look at this. The birds. The numbers. X's. Butterflies. Look at that cute little boy and his dog. And that says right. Oh, look at this one. That's cool. Oh, I like that page. So cool. And look at this scribble writing here. Was that on a stencil or did you do that freehand? Very cool. Very cool. A autumn. Can't read it. A large bulb. Very cool stuff. Just to give you a taste of Debbie Epps. Pet portrait book on Amazon. There you go. There's a pet portrait book. Let's go look at that. Let me get my phone out. Pet portrait book. Let's go look at it. Oh, I'm here. I'm here. But I'm not really. There we go. Pet portrait book on Amazon. Would you like to open it? Yes. Collage Companion. Look at the pets. Look, a chicken and a dog and a kitty. And yeah, it double tap to zoom. Sometimes sometimes she has more than one. But there you go. That writing was a stencil. Don't you just love that journal? Yeah. So she's going to have some, you're subbing? Nice journal. Lori says, no, I copied Debbie and put buttons on it. It was so yummy. Legia says, oh yeah, let's see. Let me go back up here. Window on top. That's a pretty color. I thought about doing a short video flip of the journals I made. It would happen when I prepped a project on a live and something I needed would disappear in 5 minutes. Diane, the Messy Palette, says she thinks she's going to throw in a random live this weekend. So you might want to watch for Diane, Messy Palette. She's over in Australia. She does really nice work and she's smart. She's smart about things. Brenda says, take out the papers and the trash. Yeah. Yakety yak. Take out the papers and the trash. And you don't get no spending cash. If you don't scrub that kitchen floor, you ain't gonna rock and roll no more. Yakety yak, yakety yak. Don't talk back. And then I think there's a verse that says, take out the dog and bring in the cat. Yakety yak, yakety yak. It's only been a year or two. It was in a box marked toys. Debbie says, I have some gorgeous dyed papers this time and a few small flip folios. So those few small flip folios, after seeing that book, that composition book, that might be something you might want to look at tomorrow in her sale. Goldie, good night, Goldie. Etsy has more pictures. Oh, let's go to Etsy here. Let's go to Etsy. Here's the collage, the pet portrait book. Oh, look, she's selling it for $15 on Etsy, you guys. She's selling it for $15 on Etsy. And she's got 5-star reviews. Lovely piece. Let's look at the pictures. Let's look at the pictures. Oh, I have to do it like this. Hold on. Let me go back. Oh, look at the pet portraits. Those I have to say, that reminds me of Barbo, and she put pink glasses on her dog. Look at those pet portraits. And the chickens. And wait a minute. Here, I gotta come back. Look at the cat, the doggies, and the kitty cats over here. I love this one here. They're all dressed up formalists. Can I get to them? Look at that. Oh, I love it. Oh, look at that one. Oh. Oh. Now, Debbie, tell us that these are collage books, but I think Debbie says that you can copy these and use them, copy them over and over and use them in your artwork. You probably don't sell them, but feel free to scan them. Am I correct there, Debbie? Pet portrait collage clip art books. Dogs and chicken, cut and paste. Collage companion, clip art, ephemera book. Free shipping, she says. So there you go. Let's see what Debbie said. Did she answer me there? Let me turn this off. I saved my phone here. Let's see what she's saying. Brenda says, you just put on your coat and hat and walk yourself to the laundromat. And when you finish doing that, bring in the dog and put out the cat. That's what it is. Yakety yak, don't talk back. Personal use, copy, and use more than once is fine with me. So it's for your personal use, but you can use it more than once. She doesn't mind if you use it more than once. But don't sell it. And I even say don't sell the little scans that I do. All right. Now I think this is a little dark in there, but I kind of want some. Let's see. If I put it in there, now I'm going to tear. So I think I'll put this one right here, but I might have to outline this a little to make it pop out, or I could push this back a little. I'm going to try. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to use this lady. I'm going to try, put a little dab here, just a little dab, and I'm going to squirt some water on it. Hold the phone. I just kind of want to push it back a little. Kind of a wash. And I'm going to do it with my finger here. So you just kind of push it in the background just a little, so it's not quite so in your face. And let's do that to this one too. Oops. So you know there's a dark color there, but it's just kind of peeking out. Now, let's take that paper towel that I had. I don't know what I did with it. Let's put that back. Hold the phone. Put this back. Oh, I turned the cart. I must have turned it twice. Yeah, I did. There we go. And heat gun alert. I'm going to dry this. Now, if I do this again, and I probably will, I'll get the article. And for right now, I can't run and grab the article, but I will share that I got the idea from the Somerset magazine, and I don't remember the artist's name, but she made what she called, let me turn this off. She called them collage corners, and I'm going to tear this in a triangular shape as soon as I get these to my liking here. All right, let me grab a paper towel for my finger. And let me dry this some more. Now this is alcohol ink, but you could use watercolor or this is not alcohol ink, that's acrylic. That's Deco Art Buttermilk acrylic. But the blue and the butterscotch is alcohol ink. I think I like that. All right, now I'm going to take this in because I don't want to put my hand in it. Let's just blot it up. Get it off. Now, this lady is going to go right in here, I think. And I'm going to tear it, but I think I'll glue her down first. And I'm just going to use my glue stick. And I might put these in my journal that I showed you just a few minutes ago. But although I'd like to have them in a writing journal, so I might save them too. That'll show you what I mean. Now, I think she tore hers, so I'm going to tear mine. And you could ink the edges if you wanted. Now, I don't know. I don't think I have enough room to do, but I could do another. You could do one that's peeking out like that and, you know, do something similar. Well, she might fit on there. This other one. Let me grab it here. This one, if I cut her dress down a little, might fit on there. They'd find a smaller one to put on that, but I'm not going to worry about these right now, but I am going to keep them. So I think I want to ink the edges, but let's go ahead and do this one. Do I want it there or do I want it here? I think I like it better. I think I like it better over here. Maybe I'll put it up a little. No. Maybe I'll put it right in here. Yeah. Right in there. Now I'm using pretty small images. You could use larger images too. But these happen to be the ones I went for tonight. There's a link to them. There's a link to them up above. I think I put in 2 links to pages tonight. All right, let's tear this one. And I think I'm going to ink the edges. Very cool. And you could use stickers on, like I could use those faces. What did I do with my faces? I could use the faces on here. Oh. Where's the other one? Oh, even this one would look nice on here because it's got those brown tones. I'm not going to do it tonight, but you could, I think these faces would go nice on these other 2. And you could do them this way too. Do them this way and put your face up here in the corner. Actually, let's cut out this one. Oh, let's cut out these 2 on the side here. This is just copy paper. This was a test sheet that I did when I printed it off. And we have one that we did tonight. This is sticker paper. I wonder how ink on this text would be. That would be fun to make a corner out of this. This is the one I scanned in tonight, and this other one is one that I did a couple nights ago, March 7th, I think. All right, let me play here a little. This won't take too long. As long as I'm doing it, I might as well do them, huh? So I need to clean the corner plot out by our curve where the walnut tree is. And we have this kind of a vine growing up by the house that likes to wander. See if we could put her maybe even this way. Yeah, I think this way in here, and I could make that a little bit smaller so it would fit a little better. And then we have another one here. And I'm going to try to transplant some of that vine and get it started out by the corner. And it's got a lot of yard work I want to do this spring. We got some leaves from last fall that kind of have piled up on the side of the curve on the street. That needs to be all cleaned out. The city's gonna say, you need to clean your curves. Curbs. CURBS. A street cleaner, he came by. We have a street cleaner here in our little town. He drove right by him. But which was okay with me because they make good, I'm going to move this up and tear it here. They make good compost, those leaves. So let's glue this one down. Glue it down, Mary, glue it down. Where's my glue stick? It's kind of curling on me. Kind of cool on the back, too. I might put these two with the faces in my junk journal and save this for my writing journal. My writing journal is out in the other room. I'd go get it, but it's getting late. Let's see, I'm going to put this one up a little. Right about in. Well, no, maybe I'll put it right here. And then I'm going to tear it a little bit more off a little here. There. And did I glue that one down? Not yet. I'll put it right in. Whoops, she moved up on me. Put it right here. And then I'm going to actually want to cut it. And maybe tear it a little. Whoops, I didn't get that glued down good. Yeah. There. Okay, now let's get out some ink. Oh, these are curling. Probably because I put that paint, that wash on them. Well, that had wash on it. All right, hold the phone. Hold the phone. Here's the ATC that I made the other night. Friday night. I should do more of that. I have like 10 of them ready to go. 10 bases. BASES, base. But I only got one made. Let's see. What do I want to use? What do I want to use? The blue? The blue will be fine. And I just like to use the edge of my... I don't like using a sponge because I feel like I leave a lot of ink on my sponge. I'm selfish that way. And just do a little edging of it with the edge of my inker, my ink pad. And these two larger ones are going to go in my writing journal. But I'll put the two smaller ones in my junk journal here, and you'll see what. And she had a whole series. I'll get the article out. Let's see, this is Friday night. Sunday night, I'll show you the article. I do want to start doing some drawing on Sunday nights. Jen said, Meri, are you going to do any more doodly cards, doodle and drawing cards? And I kind of got away from it. Let's do this one. Yeah. Some people like to use those sponge tools. I don't care for sponging the edges. And like I said, I feel like I get more ink on my sponge than... I don't want to ink the sponge. I end up throwing it away. That's good enough. Well, maybe a little more in here. Now let's do these. Yeah, I put some glue on there. And of course, these are just little scrap pieces of paper. It would probably be easier to ink it if it were a tag or something. But the article is called Corner Collages. And I really liked what they did. Now, there was another thing, and I can't remember what it was, that I thought would be cool to do. All right, these two are going to go in my writing journal. I'm going to save those back. This one I need to put a little more glue on. So I worked on my Putz house tonight. I'll get that book cover out in a minute. We worked on that book cover. I printed these off. We made these corners. And here's the junk journal that I made during the snowstorm. And this, I didn't put this in because it's a pop-out card. And I probably could have figured out how to stitch it in there. But I didn't want to fool with it because I wasn't at my table. I was sitting in a chair. Let's find a good place to put one of these as a corner collage. Yeah. I'm thinking on one of these. See, right like this, maybe. Or even here would be nice too. Let's put it here. These are my, I should dig these stamps out because there's my Easter bunny. That's my carved stamp, and I carved the clothespin. I got my address on the other side, but on the other side I just have a bunny rabbit. I have a bunny rabbit there. All right, hold on. I'm going to glue one of these in. They're called corner collages, and she did a lot of writing like Barb Owen does, writing journal. And I've been doing some. I think I wrote close to 6 or 7 pages during the snowstorm. And pretend this is lined paper, maybe some of Jacqueline's beautiful lined paper. And you know how I said you could fold it such a way that you could have smaller pages like this and still have your lines. These would be nice for that. There we go. And let's find another spot for the other one. This was a this was a lottery card. Ever wonder why birthday hats have elastic strings? I'm going, no, it never really crossed my mind. And so they don't fly away when you get an awesome gift. And if you look at the other side of it, this was sent to me in, I don't know when, what year it was. I never cashed in the $2 lottery ticket. I don't know, it might still be good. How to play the scratch game, steps to redeem. I don't know if it has an expiration date. I don't see an expiration date on it. Date returned and retailer number. Redeem. If barcode will not scan, blah, blah, blah. Scan the barcode. Steps to redeem. Coupon must be filled out. This might still be good. Lottery coupon. Let's see if it says anything here. Well, it was Saturday of December 20th, 2022. Oh, redeemable lottery tickets must be 19. We have to be 19 years old. I don't know. It might still be good. It might be applied to when you cash it in rather than having an expiration date. They might not have an expiration date. These I got from Shannon Green. Oh, you guys, keep Shannon Green in your prayers. Her dad passed away. I think it was today. It was either today or yesterday. Shannon Green's father passed away. So keep her in your prayers and her family. Let's put that other one right here on the back page. And I'm going to have to put it in the corner over here, but that'll fit. I could put it back over here. I kind of like it there, too. I'm going to put it here. Help if I use the glue. You're going to glue it down, use the glue side. Got a string on it. One of those Putz house strings. What's that? Ew. It picked up something off my desk. So there are a lot of fun things you can do. You can get inspired by those. I liked those Somerset Studio magazines. I love to get inspired by them. And that's what I did here and here and my little necklaces. Now this, I'm just about done here, you guys. It's after 11. I understand if you got to go to bed. Or some of you have to get up in the morning. These two are going to go in my writing journal. I'll take them out after. I might take a picture of them. But we did. Now see, we did a pick 10. When did I do that? Just recently. This was a pick 10 that I did out of the Somerset Journal. Or the Somerset Studio magazine. And this is a folio. It was a pick 10. And Kat Kerr did these necklaces. Only she did hers on leather and metal. And you know, I've been drinking Sprite cans. And I think I'm going to cut one open. And have my brother bend it over for me. And I've got some leather. And I think she used eyelets or grommets to put that metal down. But I could use brads. And I might make some more out of aluminum and leather. Some more of these. These dangles I got from Rebecca Wills. When Rebecca sells again, look for her. She's a beader. And these dangles are cool. Now these are pretty simple ones, but I got two of them for $1.50, and they're perfect for this page. They're perfect for this page. And see, I've got another one in here. This was a a pick 10 that I did. Very fun to do. Okay, I was going to get out. Hold on. I think this is dry enough to handle. We did this earlier, the cover. We covered up the gorilla. I forgot his name already. And this, I'm not going to tonight because I'm getting tired. But this will go in here like this. And I have a green ribbon coming down, and I have some strings that I'm going to put charms on. And this will be a glue book, and I've got a whole bunch of things to put in here. So I'll be working on this off and on. It's like things like this put in there. So yeah, I did this. I see I'm going to have to heal the, although doing this book page in here kind of helped that. I think I like the cover the way it is. I might do something in here to identify it as a junk journal or my journal or date it or something. And one thing I did to one book that I could do over here is if you can Clorox, if this is cloth, you can Clorox it, and it makes a Clorox, it removes some of the coloring. It's really kind of fun to do. I don't know if I'd want to do it on the front, but it's a junk journal. So we did this tonight. I made these corners. What else did I do? I printed off those pages. You're going to have to go look for the links. I printed off the pages, and I gave you the link to these ladies. So I think I'm going to call it a night. Debbie says, good night, Meri and everyone. Good night, Debbie. We'll see you at your sale tomorrow. Debbie Epps is having a D-Stash sale. The link is up above, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern, if you're interested. Oh, we bought through Debbie Epps' composition book. We did that, and we showed some of her pet portraits on her Etsy shop. Go check that out. The link is up above. Lori says she's fading. Good night. Yeah, I am too. Let's see. Kitty Jen says, so like we can draw the cats if we wanted to for personal use, but not to sell. And Debbie says, yes, that's perfectly fine. They're clip art books. Cut diagonally and have two. Etsy is digital. Amazon is paperback books. Oh, so they're more expensive. That's why they're more expensive, because you download the ones on Etsy. That makes a lot of sense. That's cool, Debbie. So check out Debbie's Etsy shop. Check out her Amazon link. Check out her sale tomorrow. So I think I've greeted everybody and said good night to everybody. Legia was talking about her niece. Was it her niece? Yeah, her niece dropped alcohol on her alcohol ink creation. I'll bet you that there's some pretty things in there. So I'm going to go ahead and say good night. I'm going to take a picture of these, I think, for my thumbnail. I might have to clean that off a little, but I'll do that later. So good night, everybody. Have a great weekend. I will either see you at Debbie's sale or Sunday evening at 6 o'clock. Have a great weekend. Bye. Yakety yak, yakety yak. Don't talk back.